Done. All right, we've got an approval of the June 11th regular session council meeting minutes. Y'all ready for that? All right. All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Approval of June 19th call session council meeting minute. Need approval of those.
So moved.
Second. On second. Any discussion? Thank you. Any discussion on those? If not, you ready to vote? Everybody say aye. Aye. Opposed? No. All right, go to the reports. The New County Family Connection are available.
Amy's not going to be able to make it. I'm sick.
Okay. Lakeland Police Department report.
During the month of June, we had 49 incident reports, we had 3 individual arrests, 2 traffic accidents. Department issued 60 traffic citations and summons this month. With no drug cases made, we patrolled a total of 3,991 miles.
Anybody got any questions about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see we're still calling him Anna, please.
I messed up. No, sure.
I
I didn't get that far. I was crossing them out. Sorry, Mr. Darrell.
You want to give us an update about the Flatlanders road race? Briefly?
Yeah, I was approaching Sandy Sanders the other day about if we could, what about the road race. And then when I got the description of where we're going to have it at, and the letter from the DOT last year recommending that we provide an alternate route. From what I can tell, if we had the race like Sandy and them proposing to have, it would take all of our personnel who was in the police department, and then some. We've got a total of 8 personnel. We'd have to pay 6 of them overtime, which would be a total of $1,080 at least for that one day's work. The responsibility and liability lies on the city of Lakeland. Detours and the permits, we would have to get those. I'm recommending myself that we go to the alternate plan, being that the 3 Center is going to be the headquarters of this. We run down to have the run going on Burnt Church, distance, and come back. Now, I had talked with the fire chief. He would assist us if we did that. And the only road we'd have to block for detours, we could put a detour up at the liquor store and detour the traffic to the Valdosta Highway, and that's the only slow up you would have. Besides 135 South and Oak Street. That's what I recommend for personnel-wise.
What is different from last year?
Pardon?
What is different from last year to this year? Anything different? I know you were not here last year.
I wasn't here, but, you know, from the description I'm looking at of what they want to close, you're closing every main artery coming into town. And the remark has been made, no, we're not talking about closing, we're talking about slowing the traffic down and people run. I'm very uncomfortable with being part of something where people's running down the road and you allow a vehicle to go down the road and possibly run over, who's liable? I wouldn't want my kid out there or whatever. So if we do it like the map says and we lock it down, you may run this place in 30 minutes, but some lady over here with the carriage class run, it may take her 2.5, 3 hours. We've got to close that the whole amount of time.
And as your understanding, the sheriff's,
It's my understanding the sheriff's department's not gonna have any part of it, fire department's not gonna take any part of it.
has the sheriff been asked to take part?
I haven't asked, because I, you know,
The fire department's been asked?
right.
Gary, you want to comment?
Can I make a comment on it?
Yes, sir.
Help you out with it. We haven't done it in a while, probably a couple of years now. Like you said, it's a liability issue. And since our little incident with the fire department, I've learned a lot about liability issues. I have already set up one race like he's talking about with the 4-H club, I believe, was it? I think that's what it was. 4-H, yeah. We left the main gate at the Freak Center and raced to the church. I told them, I said, set a table up at the church, put rubber bands on it. They go down here, come back, they better have a rubber band on the wrist. That lets you know they went all the way and came back. Without a rubber band, they just walked out. They went down there, did the race. I helped them across Oak Street, 135, no problem. They run down, came back. The only complaints they had on the whole race was apparently there's some people that's real particular about their racing, and they said their time was off. So undoubtedly the course was too long. But I had measured it with my truck and did not get an exact 5K. I mean, I measured. I knew how many miles, 3.6 miles is a 5K, I think. And I measured it out with my truck. And it goes just past the church. But they said my time was too long. The course must have been too long. You know, because I don't normally, they said, I normally run this quicker than this, you know what I mean? But anyhow, that was only a complaint on the race. Now, that gets it down there where everything's going on. I mean, everything's going on down there, not uptown. So you're down there where everything's going on, and it's early before everybody starts getting there. It's a straight shot, it's a county-maintained road. I mean, it's got all the goodies. And to me, I said, that's the way to go. But I've done turned down one lady that wanted to do a race in town, and ain't no way in the world I'd go back for her to come back on me and say, hey, I thought you said you weren't doing that anymore. So, fire department is out for downtown racing.
Okay.
A lot of people has tried to classify this with their parades or Christmas parades and stuff like that. That's nothing like a parade. The parade starts and stops on time. You got a police officer in front, you got a police officer in back, you don't have to block roads. So it's not nothing compared to a Christmas parade or Thanksgiving. And now, if I read the fire chief right, he said he would assist us in closing 135 and Oak Street.
In fact, I'll take care of it. You don't even have to do it. I'll take care of it if you want to do that. Because we're going to be down there anyhow. We're down there for the rest of the show. So all I got to do is take my hand and say, I'll go down there, block that off, take care of the race. So I'm there anyhow.
And let me insert one other thing. Every who has this, if it's the chamber, Lions Club, whoever's having, I recommend they get the permits and they be responsible for the liability of whatever.
All right, move on.
Let me ask you a question. How long will the road be blocked, the street be blocked? How long will it be?
Well, it depends on the, I'm going to say the maximum be 4.5 hours. The maximum.
To back him up on that, the last time we helped with the road race, there was a young lady with her daughter, did the 5K, and one time she wasn't toting the girl, they were walking. So how long does it take to walk a 5K?
3.5 hours, I take.
That's how long he was in the streets, waiting for her. And her daughter did the race.
Mayor,
Go ahead. Yes,
I
sir.
suggest that we address it, we have a work session, the city council work session invite police chiefs, the chamber people, the county people, and the fire department. And let's work this out. We've been doing this for 65 years, since 1965. And a lot of the issues that are being raised are not relevant. Let's try to work this out so that it fit the program and be of service of the community and do it like they all are doing instead of, in my mind, haphazardly saying this is going to work, this ain't going to work. Just sit down and work it out.
Sound like a good idea.
Make a motion, we just put this on to a work session and do it sometime next week if we get the next. Notify everyone concerned with the thing.
Correct.
Motion's been on the table, second. discussion more about it? All right. Thank you. All right. Fire department report.
Okay, month of June, fire department answered 22 calls. 4 of those 22 were EMS calls. The city had 3 of the 22, and 2 of the 3 paid. But the city paid $580 for the month. No repairs in the station. Nothing going on at the Lakeland station. I think everything is up and running and doing. The firefighter class has been completed. That's going to be firefighters on board. They'll be state tested in the next couple of months. Another thing's working on, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we are working on a station down at Seven Rocks, which will be a parent station to Lakeland. It'll be like a substation for us here in town. So we're still working on that with the county. Trees have been removed. We still got to burn a lot and stump it and stuff. That's going to help drop the ISO rating out in that area and get that up and running. Only other issue we had the other day, and I've already corrected that, I hope. We test power we always test power with the generator on Wednesday night. But last Wednesday night, it got fired up and everybody went home electric running. So about 4 a.m. it shut down. And of course, the fire station's a power hub for all the emergency services. So nobody called it until Darrell called it. And the center called me too, I think it was. I think he was the first to call me. Said, we can't talk. and I knew that. I said, oh my God. So I run up there and showing up the generator, run out of fuel. So I switched it back over, got it back online, no problem. But trying to help remedy that, I've installed a generator light on the front of the building. You know, you're home now. When
You don't reprimand yourself?
What's that?
Did you reprimand yourself for that?
Well, what you say, one of my firemen cranked it, and the fireman that cranks it is supposed to be responsible for, you know.
You crack.
But that fireman went home. And of course, the rest of us did too, but you can't hear it running. So when we go out the front door, you don't hear it, you know.
We all make
So
those.
now I've got a big red light up there that says, hey, look, stupid, the generator. Okay, so maybe that won't happen anymore. Kind of put the PD out of service.
Thank you, Mr. Fine and forfeitures amounts, payment amount was $4,245. The city's portion was $2,576.17. Anything on sanitation? Nobody? Water and sewer? Street department? Mr. Calhoun does the administration report, but he's not here, so I'll read what he's got. During the month of June, the city of Lakeland has been assisting Tillman and Tillman with their annual financial audit. How's that coming? Mayor Darcy was sworn in as GMA District 11 Board of Directors of the GMA Annual Convention. Mayor Darcy will serve on the Board of Directors for the 2013-14 year. Some members of the City Council, City Attorney, City Clerk attended the GMA conference for educational training. Just a good time there. So we'll go on with that. Number 6. I won't skip that just a second. All right, number 7 is Carolyn Brockington, concerns about curbside garbage containers being left on the curb during non-pickup days.
I don't see Miss Carolyn.
Okay. We addressed that before. We didn't have a policy about
We
having
didn't
people.
have an ordinance.
I went and talked to them, they told me their trash can to move it if they wanted to. I said, that's fine with me, I'm not going to argue with you.
And she would want something put in place. to move along
What
the
particular
streets.
areas you talking about?
I'm not real sure.
Must be talking about when they did the golf at the resident.
Yeah, the
Right.
rest, yeah, the
I was thinking that we.
Move that.
No, we didn't, we talked about it, we never did
A
anything.
couple of years ago, we talked about it.
You know, when the garbage, people pick up the garbage on when they move. I thought it was resident responsible, you put that garbage can there.
It
You're
is,
responsible
but
to
they'll
take it.
tell you, if you go after them, I own the garbage can, I do what I want to. I said, what you gonna do? You can't make them move it.
So the only remedy to that is to pass the city ordinance today. Once they move it and after the garbage picked up, bring it back to their house.
Yeah, so
We have someone enforce that ordinance.
Okay. Charlene Lynn Luke has applied for sale of beer and wine to purchasing premises at China One Restaurant at 85 South Hollister Road, Lakeland, Georgia. Do you have anybody have any idea on that? I guess
Chinese register.
need a motion to approve that.
So moved.
You gonna be checking? Second. Did you second? Okay, any discussion? Now this is, I believe, at the Chinese restaurant, like the Harvey's. Anybody have any discussion about this? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Mr. Pruitt has an ordinance that he'd like to talk about.
Okay, I mostly passed this thing about a month or so ago, and I talked to folks. Diane and I went through it, did some other changes. I got an ordinance that says an ordinance to amend the public indecency ordinance for the city of Lakeland to repeal conflicting ordinance and other purposes. I think this is good. I let the mayor put the door ready to say it's good. I'd like to have a motion to pass this thing. You got a copy of it, wanted to go.
Everybody got a copy of the ordinance. What this basically the ordinance is, public indecency about, people wearing their pants down too low. Several cities I noticed have started passing some ordinances about baggy pants, undergarments showing.
It covers a whole lot more than that.
We discussed that once before.
I guess now we're all, what's the
I mean,
procedure
we
about
have a
that?
t-shirt.
Is it
We'll
tape?
have to advertise it for 2 months,
Shows.
for first and second reading.
Okay, so this will be the first reading. This will be the first reading tonight.
We need to approve to advertise it for the first reading.
Okay, a motion's been made to approve this to advertise, for us to look into it and see if it's feasible for us to have an ordinance about baggy pants.
Second.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, motion.
Yes, sir.
Second.
You got a second? We got a second. All right, we got a second. All in favor? I mean, any discussion? We want to talk discussion about it?
Everybody have a chance to read?
You can read it. We're gonna run it 2 times.
You're gonna run it 2 times?
Yeah. So I got first and second, no discussion. Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Good. All right, so Michael Simmons.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, I've been applying for a job for the city for the last couple of years, and I haven't had a response or anything. I'm working now in home at the wood yard, but I don't know how long that's going to last. I have 5 years experience working with the city of Austin. I just need an opportunity to show you guys that I can do the job and will be capable of working for you. That's all I ask.
What kind of job is it?
Working for the city.
Or just working with the city?
Yes.
Oh.
Here is the superintendent.
Yeah, what is you work for the city of Austin and what?
I work for the city of Austin, mowing, running the garbage trucks, picking up recycling and everything. I moved recently because I got married to Lakeland. And for the last couple of years, I had to put it out.
That's something we definitely need to try and keep.
We can spend all the money we need for everything we want, except put a little something for the community. We need to wake up.
All right, you gonna coordinate that?
I will.
All right, let y'all be aware, we got ribbon cutting ceremony July the 18th, Lakeland Family Care Clinic. And what do we have a super sod, anything?
The chamber sent that in. It's super sod with green water facility up in Middle Georgia. And the building was constructed at Affinity here locally.
That's something also that I think that those who may not be aware of, the magnitude of business that place does, the money it puts back in the community. scene. A lot of those extra vehicles fill up here, diesel fuel up here. A lot of money was spent here the day before yesterday as a result of that. Right. So, we just need to see all the good things that are happening and not dwell on the bad things.
Amen. All right, any further business that we need to take up? Council members?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Were y'all going to consider an ordinance about the trash cans, or I didn't hear what y'all said?
Yeah, I think we will.
If you're going to consider an ordinance, also consider in that ordinance that you have some elderly that live alone that cannot move the trash can.
That's what.
That's what we got them guys right back there for.
Well, I
Ain't
mean,
that right?
if that be the case, I mean,
We'll
they'll go get it and take it back.
Yeah. We'll work, yeah. We'll take it.
I just let you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
That's how we gotta work together. We gotta work together and have everybody's comment. Otherwise, we can't move. All right?
Anybody that needs a special pickup or special.
Yeah, they
like
call
that,
us.
Please call.
We got some
We will
dedicated
call
city
them.
workers back here and they're
Ready to go.
Yes, sir. Best in the world. All right, nothing further. I
Make a motion, we adjourn.
motion.
Have a 1 minute.
Second. Get involved, man. We're adjourned. Thank y'all.